The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Badgers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. So the Pitt Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the D. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up in a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in a great scoring position.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Leaves it with the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today,
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Sampson. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They believe they can run right here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards.
Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Pitt! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The give on the inside. Bulls his way forward. Bringing the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's York. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Still on his feet. Oh, it's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback checking off. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Takes a hit as he fired. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football, but more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play and create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Takes the easy one to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Got it. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. They want to just keep throwing it. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They're going to put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. The snap sets up to throw. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Hit as he throws. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Going up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's York. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He fires to the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's York. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finds his big tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield and making the play.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Give to the single back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
When you're a defense, you need to stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badgers! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah.
He's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just destroying his way through the field. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Snags it. Touchdown, Badger. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit from this point.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wisconsin! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Pressure coming. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Finding open areas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivered.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. He'll take a shot. He makes a catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to throw it again. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Gets it to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Blasted as he lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Racing down the left side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that...